America was once considered the safest place in the world, at least until September 11, 2001. Terrorists carried out carefully planned missions that left America devastated and fearful. For several decades, American citizens had felt separated from war and danger. The illusion of safety was stripped from them in a matter of minutes. This fateful day changed America forever. The 9/11 terrorist attacks instigated a war, yet unified Americans. It also increased anti-Muslim attacks and fundamentally altered travel in and out of America. On September 11, 2001, at 8:46 a.m., what seemed to be a freak accident occurred when an American Airlines plane crashed into the World Trade Center's North Tower in New York. It soon became clear, however, that this was no accident. Suddenly, another American plane was seen heading toward the South Tower. The plane crashed into the tower near the 60th floor at 9:03, causing a massive explosion. A third plane soon hit the Pentagon, and a fourth crashed into a field in Pennsylvania. The planes had been hijacked by Islamic terrorists from Saudi Arabia, along with other Arab nations. A couple of the terrorists had been living in the U.S. for over a year and were actually taking flying lessons at American commercial flight schools. It is suspected that the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania was heading to the White House. Brave passengers on the plane overtook the hijackers, and everyone on the plane died, saving countless other lives. Just minutes after the Pentagon was hit, the South Tower collapsed.
2 and 2, 1. This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way!
Not much later, the North Tower also collapsed. As few as 20 people survived the towers collapsing. When the towers fell, they tragically crushed many of the fire trucks and rescue vehicles trying to help. Dust, debris, and smoke covered the area. There have been more than 2,500 cancer cases as of 2015 among the 9/11 responders, from breathing in all the smoke. Fires continued to burn in the remains of the World Trade Center for days after the attack. Almost 3,000 people lost their lives that day. This day would forever change America. The events that occurred on September 11, 2001, started a war on terrorism. This was a global anti-terrorism campaign led by America in response to 9/11. Our involvement in the war drastically changed the way our country viewed and approached safety. Less than a month after the September 11 attacks, American troops invaded Afghanistan in what became the longest military campaign in U.S. history. America was in the Middle East searching for Osama bin Laden. Osama was the leader of the Al-Qaeda terrorist group responsible for the 9/11 attack. It took them 10 years to find him. He was shot on sight. America made drastic safety changes following 9/11. Before the terrorist attack, airlines didn't prioritize security. People were free to walk around the airport without a ticket. They didn't scan checked bags or require IDs for every passenger. All security asked you to do was remove your change from your pockets. You didn't even have to take your shoes off. September 11th also increased anti-Muslim attacks. Americans grew more hostile towards Muslims, as many people related 9/11 to any and every Muslim. Just 4 days after 9/11, a man in Arizona went out and killed every person he thought might be Muslim. There were 81 more attacks on Muslims reported in 2001 than the year before. In the years following 2001, over 100 more attacks were reported than the year before 9/11. As you can see, the U.S. will never return to how it was before 9/11. The terrorist attacks changed America. In the months following the attacks, Americans were united through grief from the lives lost. Ultimately, the war on terror and the mistreatment of innocent Muslim citizens would weaken that unity. The war on terror came at the cost of many lives, resources, and time. America will never return to the pre-9/11 confidence of feeling safe from outside threats. The attack revealed our weaknesses, opened up doors to racism, and began the longest military campaign in U.S. history.